Welcome to episode 3. Randall,
We made it.
the first episode dropped today.
It sure did, yeah.
It dropped today. We already have 1,000 views on our YouTube video.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it is crazy. No, it's more like 40 to 50. I think it was a lot of me testing because I was scared.
That's still a lot of testing. That's good. That's good for you.
Yeah,
You know, it's good practice.
It is good.
So.
It is good practice. But I did want to say, I went and saw Deadpool last night.
Oh.
And I'm not going to talk about the movie. What I'm going to talk about is movie tickets being $30 a piece is criminal.
Sure.
And every film, Kevin Feige should be put in jail because I think this is his fault.
Is it him? Is it him? Is he the one who did it?
I mean, the Marvel Cinematic Universe probably did it, and sure,
Okay,
COVID, whatever, inflation, but
yeah.
But I think
exactly.
it was
COVID.
really
Nobody
Kevin
went
Feige.
to the movies. So now they're trying to make their money back from COVID. So, but we all
can you
lost
grow
money
up?
on COVID. Exactly. Can you grow up? Exactly. But
You know, it's really probably like the unions or whatever that actually got their deal where writers make money and they can make good content, but we're making content and not getting paid for it. Anyway, welcome to Who Asked. We're a comedy podcast where two men talk about things we're passionate about. We'll do trivia, newsreel, Who Asked, You Asked, and that's about it. So Let's get started because Lucy, you got some splaining to do
man.
about sitcoms. We're going to talk sitcoms.
One of these days,
today.
Roos, straight to the moon. I'm telling you, one of these days.
Nice.
It's another
dude.
sitcom. You know, you get that
Yeah,
one?
I got you.
okay.
Yeah, no, I got you. I think that one will go more over people's heads.
Oh, probably. I think it's just funny to talk about how domestic violence was a laughing joke. But anyway, go ahead. You go for
Right, yeah. I miss sitcoms in the 70s where
yeah,
women,
miss them. That's what
yeah,
I was
anyway.
going for.
Yeah, so I wanted to do something because I think it's about time we go for something viral.
Wow. Could it be a list?
A list.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so we're talking, it's not really a draft. It's more like we're going to name our top 5 sitcoms. Off rip, let's just start there. I think I would like you to go first because I think your list is going to be real different from mine.
Oh, 100%. So start with 5 and then we'll work our way down. Yes?
Yeah, why don't you go up?
5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, this was
5.
really hard.
Really?
Oh,
I had to cut a
yeah.
bunch out. I have an honorable mention that I'm going to say at the end.
I have many.
Oh, well, I don't have many, but anyway. Okay. So my number 5, the number 1 feel-good show, The Good Place, I have on there. Big fan of the cast. I mean, Ted Danson, fantastic. If you haven't seen it, it's a huge, twist in the middle and all about the afterlife and a lot of philosophy questions in that. And that's really, you can't beat it. It's got a nice bow at the end. They knew when the show wanted to end, and it ended. It was great.
I didn't watch it all the way through. I do think it's a very well-written show. There was a controversy recently where, I forget the actor's name, but people were like, is he hot? And that was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen or heard. Of course, he's very hot.
Who's he?
The
Ted
Asian
Danson?
guy. No,
Manny
not Ted
Jacinto?
Danson. Yes,
yeah,
Manny Jacinto.
He's very hot. I mean, that's his whole thing.
I was like, so what are we doing here?
He was recently actually in the Star Wars show, actually. And he came out and he had a scene where he didn't have sleeves on. And he is yoked. That man is buff as hell. But yeah, they were calling him Bortles because of, The Good Place.
Oh, so, right. His thing was, Blake
throw
Bortles
the
Jackson.
Molotov cocktail.
Right.
Well, okay. How about what's your number 5? What do you got?
So my number 5 is 30 Rock.
30 Rock, okay.
Tina Fey created, Tina Fey written, just a joke after joke. They all land. They're all relevant still. And honestly, some of them still have, it's almost like The Simpsons, like those things happen in real life.
Did Alec Baldwin's character shoot someone, or?
Kinda. They did basically create MILF Manor. Like, that's real now.
Okay, great.
It's like they pitched it in the show. All right, hit me 4.
4. What do I got? So this is the only one that's like not modern, I would say, because this is the one that I was. Whenever I'd be like left somewhere, I'd turn on whatever channel that was that had all the old reruns, and I ended up just probably watching the entire show, never in order. And that's Family Matters.
I knew you were going to say Family Matters.
Huge Family Matters fan. Urkel was my man. Did I do that? The whole.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened or like how that ended up being my show, but God, they're all so good. Such a great dynamic between that family.
I watched some, but people used to call me Urkel because I had glasses when I was young, and that's when you're fucking dork idiot.
How's your Urkel voice?
I don't think we should do that.
I think you should do it.
No, I don't think we should do it. I already did Lucy.
Yeah, all right, fine. I almost had you to, but...
No, I thought about it. I did. It was on the tip of my tongue. My fourth is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Ah, good one.
Yeah, just perfect. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Perfect. Yeah. Perfect show.
Yep. Well, not if you ask Hulu. They got some episodes taken down still. They're not allowed on some platforms. But I mean, they did do blackface and brownface. So I mean,
I was gonna say it's maybe the blackface, but whatever. So did RDJ, and everyone loves that.
But that worked. Yeah,
it worked.
Interesting.
Comedy is a canvas for blackface.
Yeah, it's about how much you can get away with, I think somebody said once. Anyway, number three, I have Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec.
Nice.
Is a big number 3 for me. Every single person on that show is in their prime, in their element, doing their thing. And I think that's one of the few shows where as soon as I finish the last episode, I immediately put on the very first episode to watch it again. Like, I've watched a couple shows like on again, but that's the first one where I wanted to start from the beginning as soon as I finished it. Just so good.
Yes, it's fantastic. It's not on my list, but I want to bring it up later in a different discussion.
Okay, sure. What's your 3? What are you at?
My 3 is New Girl.
Ooh, yeah.
Just an absolute classic. And people used to call me Schmidt in college.
Yeah, we know. We always used to say that each one of us was kind of adjacent, but I feel like that was every friend group that watched New Girl. But
everyone was like, let's live in a loft and whatever.
Let's try and make rules for True American but just and all that stuff.
Exactly, playing True American, playing beer pong, and just like yelling at Nick and going, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, that's pretty good. All right, we're coming down to the wire here.
Yeah, we are.
Number 2, Scrubs.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Really
I
nice.
Love Scrubs. Yep. That's another one where I think I've watched maybe 3 times in total, and that's a long show too. But that's one of the good ones that really there's not a lot of shows like that that still go for like the sad moments or the deep moments every now and then, and that show hit those perfectly every time.
It did. Yeah, it was. That's like the antithesis of like Parks and Rec, where it's everything is happy the whole show.
Yeah, exactly, exactly that. That's Parks and Rec is good for that, but very rarely is there a deep anything, and it's always happy if it's deep. So, I'm gonna sub list, not even sub list, just sub ask this question because a friend of mine asked me this not that long ago. He said, "What's the best bromance in fiction?" And I'm gonna tell you, I said JD and
Turk and JD. Yeah. Yeah, well, I sang Guy Love with our dear friend Andrew for our fraternity pledge thing.
Yeah, it's true. I did the lights. Remember, I turned them to red once the love part started coming out.
That
was a good production.
I could still do the whole thing. Yeah, it was a good production. We did great.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah, it's probably something like that. I don't want to think about it too hard.
All right. Then let's go to your 2. What do you got?
These 2 are so easy for me. My 2 is Arrested Development.
That's really good. That's another show where every single line is like crafted in a lab somewhere.
Seasons 1 through 3, I think, are the most perfect television ever written.
Probably. Like I said, it's just every single thing has a perfect execution of what they're trying to do.
100%. All right.
We down to number 1?
Number 1 choice.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, okay.
I had to wait for it to come back. You kind of spoiled it on me, but that's okay. No,
I didn't spoil shit.
That show it's just been running for so long too that it's consistently been there for me whenever I've needed a new show. And whenever I see, oh look, a new season's out or whatever, I watch it through and I just love it every time. And it's close enough to home that it's relatable anyway. So
yeah, you're Mr. Philadelphia.
That's me.
They actually they didn't say it, but Danny DeVito was a character written about you.
Really? Wow, yeah. I didn't know that. You know that one episode where it's like from his point of view and everybody's like 4 feet, down? Yeah. I'm looking forward to that later in my life, whenever that happens.
You're going to get there. You're going to get there.
Yep.
That back, I can already see your spine, bro. Yeah, fucking crunching like a Pringle can.
Yeah, go down a little. There we go.
Yeah, perfect. You would be a great penguin.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm going to take that as a compliment. We're going to move on to your number 1 here.
Okay, fair. My number 1, if you can't see by the shirt, it's as clear as day. It's Seinfeld.
Yep.
Just a classic. I mean, it's me, my dad, and my brother have watched every episode together on TBS 300 times. And at one point, like, dinners were just my mom listening to us quote it over, like, the episode. And she'd be like, what?
That's a shame.
There's no... Just watch it. Shut the fuck up. But we didn't want to, and it's funny.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. I don't think I'd ever put Seinfeld anywhere near my list, but I appreciate what you got going on.
Is it because Jerry dated a 17-year-old? Can you grow up about that?
Should it be?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Legally, I'm very kidding.
Okay, sure. All right, that's fine. I will say my honorable mention, now that we're done the list, is Abbott Elementary. For right now, I'm a big fan of Abbott. But they're not done yet, and they could still ruin the show. But right now, it's pretty good, and everybody involved is, again, all the actors are great in that. So we'll see.
Abbott Elementary is a great shout. So I was going to talk about like the most underrated, and I'm just going to use this underrated list as my honorable mentions.
Sure, yeah.
Which I've got 5. Like I said, it was really hard.
I don't, but go.
I'm going to name every sitcom ever made. What We Do in the Shadows, show about vampires, great. I have been working on my Laszlo impression, and I don't think it's good enough to do right now.
Can I hear it?
No, I really would rather not.
New York City.
Nice. Yes.
Do it. Come on.
That was really good.
I'm trying to give you the confidence.
That was really you did it. You should be confident.
All right. Thank you, man. All right.
That was really good. That was perfect. I have Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've got Modern Family. People either love it or hate it. I think it's a really, really well-written show.
I agree with that just because one time I got COVID in a hotel room. I got forced to just sit there and just watch something and on TV, and it was just Modern Family reruns all day long. And that's when the first time I ever really sat down and like watched it. You're right. It is like that's another one that reminds me of Arrested Development, where the jokes in that are just like perfectly looping and fixing each other all day. So
absolutely.
Right, yeah, it's a good one.
And then I have Archer and Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley before the weird TJ Miller stuff was very funny.
Right, yeah. I didn't ever see Silicon Valley, but I did know about the weird TJ Miller stuff, so that's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't in Deadpool, speaking of, but there you go.
Right, exactly. I did want to, I feel it's important to talk about one thing because Friends was obviously omitted.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that show.
No, and to be frank, nowhere close to an honorable mention even.
I didn't even think about it.
So
I will say,
what are your...
look, I think Friends, I know, people got opinions about Friends. The other day, it was on TV when I went to visit my parents, and there was a scene where they hired a stripper to come for a bachelorette party.
Yes,
and it was Danny DeVito. Yeah, and he was was a cop. He was a retired cop trying to make a wage, and he just, he had to get his courage back to do it. So I enjoyed.
Is this when he starts? Does he start like crying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No. The more like obviously I watched Friends. I think everyone watched Friends, but I don't think it deserved the glamour. To be honest, it was just like a glorified reality TV show. I think it was like, God.
I saw. It's funny. I just saw this. I think like yesterday. Lisa Kudrow. I think that's how you say her last name. She was saying that a lot of the times when filming Friends, she'd get really annoyed at the audience because they would laugh for way longer and way harder than the joke.
Than they should.
Yeah, because they were like, it's not that funny, and then they were laughing like it was grand comedy. But
well, then let me ask you. Let's again talk Parks and Rec.
Okay.
Because there's a big debate: Parks and Rec versus The Office.
Okay.
Is this is obvious for you?
Yeah. Wait, you're saying like which one's better? That's the big debate.
Oh my God, it's a large debate if you're in the circles
the
that I'm in,
circles?
which aren't many.
No, I don't think there's a debate. I think the better show is Parks and Rec. It doesn't ever get sloppy like The Office does towards the end in the last couple seasons, and just the people that are behind it. Just there's no drama with it. There's nothing. It's like Parks and Rec is a perfect, nice cut show. And they deal with everything flawlessly. But Office is just like rolling with bumps and punches along the way. So
yeah, I think
Steve and all that.
Right, and I think The Office probably has higher highs. There's maybe like some overall, like the early seasons might be better, but Parks and Rec just front to back. Yeah. Except the first season is like to me it's great, great jokes, great cast. Can I ask you something?
Of course, that's why we're here.
Do I remind you of Andy Bernard?
Like physically?
I don't know. I don't know. do I encapsulate Andy Bernard?
You're much more aware than Andy is.
Fuck yes.
And I think that's his biggest flaw. So I think you're good. I think if Andy was aware, he would be a good...
Fuck you haters that
people think you're an Andy Bernard.
Yeah, I've got a dear friend that thinks I'm Andy Bernard.
Yeah, no, you're definitely
and
much
he says
more
it all the time.
Aware in social situations. I don't think you'd ever punch a wall in an office full of people, that kind of stuff. So...
Yeah, no, I think it's more the singing everything and making up songs.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that wraps up our sitcom list. So if we don't go viral, I'm killing myself. I'm jumping.
Wow, really?
Because,
damn. Over that?
Well, those like douchebag looking guys with the hats that make the lists and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they're funny, I guess. They do it much shorter, and
yes.
So whatever.
More,
yeah,
maybe you could just cut it up, and we'll see. Or put the numbers
I'm
on
never
the
cutting.
screen?
I'm not cutting
No?
anything.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Numbers on the screen, bro. I don't want to edit that much. Anyway, let's get right into newsreel.
All right. Okay. Wow, you're ready. Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Why don't you go first? Just a reminder. Randall is 2 for 2. I'm 1 for 2. And I'm about to go 2 for 3.
And another reminder, newsreel. We are each coming in with a story. One of us, we'll see. It might be real, it might be fake. We got to guess what it is. So, my story for this week. Are you ready? Sure you're ready?
Yeah, born it. Yeah, yeah.
A robot gets a face of living skin that allows it to smile. If humanoid robots make you a bit queasy, would it help if they had fleshy faces that can smile at you? The uncanny feat is the result of new technology using engineered living skin, tissue, and human-like ligaments to give robots a more natural smile, according to Tokyo University researchers who unveiled their work this week.
Real, and I've seen it, and yes, I would. I've seen. It's not. It's you got nothing on me.
All right, fair enough.
Have you? And obviously, you're looking at it. Would you?
Well, there's a GIF on the actual.
Right.
Yeah, no, not anymore.
Would you?
They need to give it eyelids first, because right now it's just like this.
Eyelids is the reason that you wouldn't stick your dick in that thing.
That's what we're talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
It doesn't even
What
have.
were you
It's not even
talking
a hole. It's just like a flat. Never mind. What's your newsreel? Go.
What are you talking about? Sorry. Mine, 2 for 3. Like I said, idiot. Headline, this is from Dexerto. Newest Mario Party being developed by Nintendo to include Smash Bros. Style characters. It's a me, Pikachu? Nintendo will be bringing its popular Smash Bros. Style collection of characters to the new Mario Party currently in development. Quote, we listen to the player base, and what we hear is they want more boards, more content, and more Zero Suit Samus. We plan to deliver. Nintendo fans have long ironed the hackneyed gameplay of Mario Party, and with these new changes, executives hope to bring in players of all ages again.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Nintendo, it's that they don't listen to their people. So I'm going to say it's fake.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You didn't think It's a me, Pikachu was real?
No, I didn't. I also didn't think that they would make Zero Suit Samus jokes, but I knew you would. So that's
Nintendo didn't write it. A weirdo at Dexerto did.
I see.
God, this one's hard, and trivia is not going well. But we wanted to talk about something, and I think I'm going to let you run with this. But code switching.
Yes, but not in like the sense that everybody talks about it, kind of. But
right,
but by definition, yes, it is that.
Then why don't you tee it up?
White people code switching.
Sure.
Okay? As a white
I do it all the
person,
time.
Yep, exactly. Going into a group of unknown white people or meeting someone that's white, and you have to figure out what kind of white they are, right? And that could be anything from switching codes to say, oh, did you see those protesters? That's crazy, huh? And then seeing what they say, or maybe something along the lines of, yeah, this election is crazy, huh? I mean, I'm not sure who I'm going to vote for, and just kind of let them run with it and see. And, if they're quiet about it, that usually means they're a reasonable person and you don't need to talk about these things. But...
So you lead with politics.
Well, I mean, not usually. I wouldn't lead with politics.
Nice to meet you. I'm voting for Rand Paul.
Yeah, you would. No. Those kind of things about, whatever's going on, wherever you meet him, whatever the situation's in. And it's just to kind of help make sure everybody's comfortable in the situation. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I do that all the time. I don't know if you do, but okay.
I mean, you're empathetic. You are born with empathy. You have emotional intelligence, social intelligence, and I admire that about you.
Well, it's a very selfish reason. I'm doing it so I don't feel uncomfortable. I don't know if it's empathy,
right?
But if you want to call it that sounds nice.
I agree. I mean, I code switch every day of my life, and I'm going to go a little different route. But listen, I've had a job. I do have a job.
That's nice.
I also have had jobs.
Right.
I'm saying, put me in a boardroom. I'll match the douchebaggery of those executives. Mm-hmm. I can, pull the punches, push the punches, punch the punches with the best of them.
Gotta
in an
match
executive
the energy.
boardroom.
You gotta match the energy. That's the only way.
You get on the good side of those guys, and you're gonna be all right. And also, I live in New York City. We got a lot of culture. I walk into a Middle Eastern barbershop.
Sure.
I'm a different guy, Habibi.
How different? Because
I'm like,
you gotta walk the line there. Yeah. Okay. Let's hear it.
Number 2 fade. You know what you were doing, brother.
But if he doesn't call you brother back,
dap him up.
He hates you. So.
No, he doesn't. They don't hate me. You dap him up and walk into a bodega like, can I get a chopped cheese, brother? Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
I don't say that to you.
That's true. That's funny because the place where I go to get my haircut, it's not really near like the kind of hick area that I'm near, but it's more. Good. I didn't realize it, but it's where all the cops go for their haircuts and things like that. So
you go to where the cops go to get your haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
You pull out your badge too?
No. But I never went there until probably about a year ago or so. But either way, I didn't really understand until the people started walking in, and they give a good enough haircut. I do like it, but like the things they talk about in those barber chairs, and you just gotta be like, yeah, it looks good, as they hold the mirror up in the back, and just let it go. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
Next time you go in, you should be like, yeah, can you, shave in a cab into the back of my head?
Yeah, right, yeah. I'll pick the guy that has the Blue Lives Matter flag up hanging. Right. I'll say that.
They probably have a Blue Lives Matter flag hanging outside of that barbershop.
No, they have it inside. I wasn't kidding. That wasn't a bit. That was me
that was real?
Explaining what is in there. Yes. Yep.
Oh, no. So you walked in unknowing, except you knew.
Well, I know now, and I still go, so it's on me at this point.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How do you talk to cops?
I mean, I that was my job for 2 years.
That's true.
I did nothing but yell at cops for 2 years, so I think I know how to talk to them.
Can I bring up the funny story that you shared with me once about the girl on the dating app who was disappointed that you were a prosecutor?
Sure.
That's the story.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was it. And then but it's all right because then you say but, and then you give the essay, and they're like, oh, smiley face, and then it's all good. Saved it.
Right.
It was fine.
Yeah, saved it from the liberal girls in rural New Jersey.
She was nice.
I think I also like working in a high school. Yeah. I acted a different, maybe even a fool.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you were around kids and stuff. That makes sense. I mean, high school kids, but
between like the 55-year-old teacher and the 15-year-old kid, it's like, all right, I gotta be on my toes.
Yep.
I'm on my code switching toes.
Yep. Well, that's why it's that. You got to switch left and right. It's not something you do lightly. So
I switch left and right every time I vote at the polls. Let's talk Trivia Tuesday, baby.
Already? We're getting right into Trivia Tuesday? That's wow. Yeah, I guess you're right.
We're fucking cruising. And it's fine because we have a lot of you asked questions.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do them all. We can just pick the best ones.
I am not doing them all.
Okay. All right. And then, all right. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I don't remember who went first. I think I went first last time. So you go first.
Okay. Seems fair. Okay, so we're talking Star Wars. Going to get you back into the picture, right? Start thinking galaxy far, far
dude,
away.
Actually, you know what? Thinking back on it, let's delete this fucking... I'm so bad. I'm so scared.
It's all right. I've decided I'm going to kind of make them more pop culture themed-ish, so maybe it's a little easier for you, but at the same time, it's still a good trivia question. So you're right?
Okay, Grogu again.
Yeah. Damn. All right, your turn. No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the year of returning, right? We got Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine. A lot of people coming back these days. One big actor that came back, Ahmed Best, who played. You remember? This isn't the trivia question, but he played Jar Jar Binks, of course. Everybody's favorite character, Jar Jar Binks. He did come back to play a different character in the Star Wars universe. But what most people don't know is that the person who was going to play Jar Jar Binks was actually a world-renowned pop star, and even came in, did screen tests, costume tests, and was going to play this part for a reason that I'll share later. Do you know which pop star was supposed to be the character of Jar Jar Binks?
Oh God! So Jar Jar wasn't in the movies to the
Phantom Menace, yes. So 1999, and then
99.
It was in 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my God! A pop star in 99. You're not gonna give me any hints here. But I have.
We'll see. We'll see how much you struggle.
You know what? I feel relatively strongly about this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Madonna.
Wrong.
Fuck!
Believe it or not, it was actually Michael Jackson.
That makes so much more sense.
Michael Jackson came in. There's pictures of him in the suit and with George Lucas doing all this stuff. And the reason he turned it down was because
of the kid thing.
No, he learned that his face wasn't going to be in the movie, so he turned it down. That because he was going to be CGI.
Michael Jackson. Decided my face isn't going to be in it.
Yeah, well, no, he didn't decide that. George Lucas decided that the character was going to be CGI.
No, but I mean, like, he said, no one's going to see my face, so I'm out.
I don't want to do it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Yep.
But I guess that's why he got so much plastic surgery, is like,
maybe
you might as well have people see it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, right. He and George Lucas talked in 1976, and there's going to be this weird character. You're going to be him. You got to be white.
95, but 76. Sure. Okay, we go
whatever.
For it, yeah.
No, but like way before.
Oh, way before. I see.
Yeah,
to get the surgery
you know what I'm
prepped.
saying?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? That's okay. Madonna was close, right? I mean, it's
kind of. I went
the male route, but still, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought I was being cute because you know how voice actors work. I went female, and to be fair, Michael Jackson and Madonna are pretty similar.
That's what I said. I said you were close. You've been very close to all of the questions so far, but
I have. So we're gonna consider me winning this.
Nope. Go ahead. Okay. What's your question? What do you got? I
am going to give you what I think is a layup.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not going
to get you on the board.
You would never.
And the question is, who won the first ever Super Bowl?
Oh, I think I knew this at one point, and I believe I do because of our dear friend. I believe it's the Green Bay Packers. The first point. Yeah. That feels good.
Don't ever say I've done nothing for you.
Wow.
And I just want to remind you of that.
Wow.
How does it feel?
I feel enlightened. I feel in a better place. Thank you for doing this.
Aaron Rodgers was enlightened when he was immunized for COVID.
Yeah, true. And also when he was in his weird sanity chamber.
You want to do ayahuasca?
I could, or peyote. One or the other I'd like to try. But
I think maybe that's we can do an episode on ayahuasca.
I think, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hallucinogens.
Just one segment?
Yeah, just one. Yeah, not the whole
Let's
episode.
take it at the beginning of the episode.
And just let it happen.
And see what happens by minute 30.
I can get you peyote. You want peyote?
Well, you know cops.
Well, no. I mean, I just got to go to Arizona. But
oh, yeah, sure. Peyote is just like a cactus, right?
Yeah, I think it's the fruit of the cactus or something like that. I ate cactus once, but that's a different story.
I don't fuck with that. Anyway, not drugs today. Let's talk You Asked.
All right.
Congratulations. I'm very happy for you.
Wow, nice.
So this is crazy. We dropped the episode earlier today, and we already have a ton of responses in our email, pod.whoasked@gmail.com.
Say it one more time.
There were so many.
People. One more time.
pod.whoasked@gmail.com.
Submit your questions for You Asked.
Submit your questions, and also submit your hate mail. I'm going to start with some hate mail. This one comes from Trevor from Jersey.
Oh, hate mail from Trevor. Okay.
Yep. If you remember, he asked a few questions last time.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
This was the biggest waste of time since Sausage Party. This is some cock-sucking bullshit, and you should no longer make it. It was 41 minutes of a fat man breathing heavily into a microphone. The skinny one needs to get that dumbass smile off his ugly face. It's called the Who Asked podcast, but what I really want to know is who fucking asked for this shit. Whoever did should be locked up in a federal fucking penitentiary for crimes against humanity. I would rather take a cheese grater to my nutsack than listen to one more second of this horse shit. I felt like I could smell the dirty asshole coming through my ears. This show is ear diarrhea. Sincerely, your biggest fan.
I love that man so much.
Oh, yeah. What a dickhead.
I meant send me hate mail about the Star Wars takes, not about us.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. But thanks, I guess. I'm coming to your house later, Trevor. Okay.
Yeah, and there was one more piece. Well, this wasn't hate mail, actually, but it says hate mail. This one's from Matt from Syracuse.
Okay.
This is a question for Randall. How do you feel about The Acolyte, and do you hate it because it's directed by a gay woman and not because the writing is ridiculous?
I do. I do not hate it because it's directed by a gay woman. I don't think I hate it really at all. And I think it's definitely one of the better shows that they've put out. They really suffer with a lot of them, but it reminds me a lot of the prequels, which is like not really good dialogue in the first place, but the flashy swords are nice and like the special effects and music are nice. So we'll see. But that's all I got for you.
That's why I liked Deadpool yesterday. Listen, I knew I was walking into some fucking action movie that was gonna make dick jokes and be like and make me laugh.
Knew it was gonna
and that's
be
what I got.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I walked out and these like fucking dorks in front of me on the escalator were like, the TVA is the worst thing that Marvel's ever done, and this is just, it doesn't even all make sense. I'm like, sure, whatever, man. Who cares?
Exactly.
Did you laugh? Whatever, dog.
You know, I will say this is kind of like an anti-spoiler, but on my way walking into the theater with Trevor, actually, our number one fan.
Yeah.
I
can baby knife his asshole next time.
Yeah, no, I heard these people come out. I guess they were probably high schoolers or something, but like they were legitimately talking, and one of them goes, "I can't believe they shot the dog." As I'm walking in, I'm like, no fucking way did that just happen to me. Like, there's no way. And like, they're not going to do that, right? For those that haven't seen it, they don't shoot the dog. And I'm going to save you any trauma that you might have had from hearing that. But it just messed me up. Just the people that were like, what? It's like they were trying to do that to me. I feel victimized. No, that's all I'm saying.
Well, that's why you shouldn't call high schoolers people. They are gremlins and cretins.
True, yeah.
And
cretins.
Don't deserve rights.
Cretin
is
the word.
Whatever, dude. No, I was going to say this comes out in many weeks, so Deadpool will be long, maybe out of theaters. I don't know how long movies stay in theaters.
No, with how much money they're making, no way. That'll be in theaters.
8th biggest release.
Of all time. And biggest
Let's talk
R-rated.
Box office numbers.
Of course, yeah. And they beat their own record of the number one R-rated movie with the first movie, so...
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds knows what he's doing. That'll be me. And the second part of that question was also, for the both of you, best Star Wars and best sports movie.
Well, I answered the first part, so you go for this. You take over for this.
Yeah, this one for me, I think the best sports movie is Miracle, if I'm being like sentimental. But if I'm being serious, the best sports movie is Dodgeball.
That's a good choice.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Dodge a wrench, dodge a ball. Of course.
Yeah. Let's do the whole movie back and forth. Come on. We talked about it last time.
I'll be Patches.
We just used to do movie quotes. Movie quotes.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Anchorman. Just yell Anchorman quotes at each other.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
So?
So now favorite sports movie we'll do for me?
No, your favorite Star Wars movie.
No, but I think that it was your favorite sports and favorite Star Wars. So what's your favorite Star Wars?
Rogue One.
It's a good choice.
And I'll say this.
Classic war movie. So.
And I'll say this. Again, you can hear my Star Wars knowledge. I don't think The Last Jedi is that bad.
Brave.
I think it's
to say
beautiful.
On the internet. Brave of you.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's not.
Really stunning. And I mean, I really like Rian Johnson. Sure. The whole fucking pre-sequels, bad. that's fine. But I like The Last Jedi.
Yeah. No. I mean, yeah, it's people get over it. They used to hate the prequels. Now they love them. And, they'll do the same thing for the sequels. But
as time goes on.
Yeah. Okay. So favorite Star Wars movie is A New Hope, number 4. Just the classic.
Sure.
I don't know. It's almost, it can't be enough where it's cheesy that works and it's just fun to watch.
I always forget how dumb Yoda is.
Yeah. He's not in that one, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that in 5?
That is 5 and 6. But yeah, well, it's all right. You didn't know this one. I don't hold it against you. And favorite sports movie, without a doubt, Air Bud, all day long. And that's going to be, it's more than just a sports movie. The clown and the big truck, and it's a good movie about family. But
yeah, well, you also have 18 golden retrievers if people forget.
Yeah, right, yeah. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's subconscious, but Air Bud.
Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Steve Harvey, good answer. We have one from Ben from upstate New York.
Okay.
He says, first time, long time. First, hate mail. Forgot about this. Please make sure Randall has his mic turned on before the second episode.
Right.
And happy to say that it was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Secondly, his fiancée Annie wants to know whether you would rather fight 10 duck-sized grizzly bears or a grizzly bear-sized duck.
Grizzly bear-sized duck, right? I mean, that's basically just like a Wolverine. So
is Wolverine? Yeah, I guess.
Not like, no, I'm not talking Hugh Jackman. I'm like an actual animal Wolverine, like a badger. Is that better for you?
The badger's better.
Yeah,
badger's better.
Yeah, so I guess that, because I still feel like I can just put on some like oven mitts and just hold them off and then kick them if I need to. Oven
mitts will do for a grizzly bear, regardless of its size.
But yeah, absolutely. I mean, their size is like half their power. They just tackle you, and that's the end. Did you know?
Okay.
No, before you answer, all other most other creatures, if they're gonna kill you and eat you, they will do just that. They will kill you and then eat you. But a grizzly bear never kills you; it just starts eating. So
sick. I love feeling pain.
Yeah, gotta look out for that one.
Yeah, antidepressants have taken that away for too long, so I need it back.
Grizzly bear. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think it would be the duck-sized ones.
Yeah,
I want the thing that's smaller.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
10 grizzly bear ducks.
Yeah, sure.
And I can just kick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just kick. Take
like
the smaller ones and just let them one by one. It's like how many toddlers can you take? Same thing, So
infinity. I could 5-year-olds. That fucking 5-year-old question. Infinity.
You underestimate, I think, just how much strength they have. Believe it or not. But
yeah, probably don't care.
I'd give you 3.
3?
Next question. Yeah. What do we got?
All right, fine. Additionally, she's wondering if you would rather have your penis be a finger or all your fingers be penises.
The two very different questions.
Annie asked this. Yeah. I didn't Annie ask this.
One more time.
Would you rather have your penis be a finger or all your fingers be penises?
I mean, I feel like just wearing gloves wouldn't be enough,
Right.
So I think I'd have to go with the other one.
Yeah. No.
I think I have to.
100%.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
And
but it would be funny.
Yeah, it would be a funny party trick for sure. Because like the trick people do where like they unzip their jeans and stick their finger through.
Right.
You can
just do it all the time.
And your hands would be up here. They'd be like, "Whoa, great party trick!
What's going on?"
Absolutely phenomenal
party trick. Yeah. Imagine you were like playing beer pong and you had your like dick finger and you tried to scoop the ball out. We have a follow-up from last episode from TJ.
Okay.
Is it the clothes that insulate from cold or the air gap created by the clothes?
Oh, the skinny jeans question again.
Yeah.
Back to haunt. I see.
Yeah.
Well, you take this one.
I tried to do some legitimate research on this. Mm-hmm. I did it 4 hours ago and I forget, but it was basically if things are trap more. Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one.
All right. Yeah, we answered it last time.
I think this is going to be our final.
Okay.
This one's from Joey from New Hampshire. You're putting together a package to send into space. It's set on a course to crash back into Earth in 1,000 years or potentially get intercepted by aliens. What are you going to put into it and why?
Ooh, that is a good question. You want to go first?
I haven't thought about it, but I'll
say you're the one who has prep for these. You can say
yeah, I know, but I didn't want to prep too hard.
Yeah.
I think I would put a baseball bat in it. One, so if the aliens do get it, they can just hit each other.
Sure, yeah.
And then, I don't know, maybe like a Dutch oven.
How big's the box? Sorry, I'm doing math.
As big as you want. You're doing math?
Well, I just want to see how much I can fit in this box. That's all.
You can fit anything you want.
Well, I'm thinking about like the Voyager one that they sent out, right? That had a Johnny Be Good on vinyl, as well as a like a description of what man and woman look like, and I think coordinates to our planet from where it looks like in the stars, that kind of stuff. I like that idea. That's a pretty cool idea. So I'm going to say definitely a map to Earth. And then I think I'll probably say that we are here and point to like the moon, just in case they want to come blow us up.
Just in case they blow us up.
Yeah,
right,
then we can like react to that.
What's your stance on aliens?
What's my stance? Pro-alien. I don't mind that they come to this country. I think that immigration's a good thing for... Somebody's got to do the jobs. Yeah. So, and then I'd also include the Let It Be album.
Say something inflammatory.
Well, I stopped you. So I'd include the Let It Be album, and then I would include, oh God, maybe a copy.
And then a note that says John Lennon got shot.
And then a small DVD player with a solar-powered battery, of course, so it works. And then a copy of A New Hope on DVD, we'll say. Just so they could see what we think space is like, you know? We'll go with that.
What about a picture of Jar Jar Binks?
No. Then they will come blow us up, I think. So.
Right. Ahmed Best, dead.
All right.
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Oh, okay. Well, he would be if the aliens found him.
Okay. Go ahead. That's our last one, right?
Yeah, that's our last one. We do have a lot more, but I think I'm gonna call it there.
Yeah, we're at a good time. It looks like so.
We're at a great time. Mm-hmm. We're at a great time, and I had a great time.
Me too.
How viral do you think we'll go for the sitcoms?
Ooh, for the sitcoms, I don't know. I don't know if we really had any controversial takes. Maybe the Friends thing might get people angry, but that's about it.
I was really hoping one of your picks was going to be like All My Children or something, and then the internet would fucking roast you and just be like, "Oh,
pick that."
Hey guys, I don't know. Like,
come on,
you're a weird guy.
Not that weird. All right,
you're a funny little guy.
All right, yeah, we'll see. We might. You never know. We just got to keep yapping at each other, and eventually something will stick. So,
again, first episode launched today. When you're hearing this, obviously not today. But find us on Instagram, find us on TikTok, both at Who Asked Show, YouTube at The Who Asked Show. That's where you can watch us, watch our beautiful little mugs. And, you know, we were talking if there's some very upvoted comments, we could use those for You Asked as well. So if you want to go comment viral, the most viral one we have right now is first. So maybe we can do better than that. But,
yes,
I do appreciate a good first.
Great. Yep, the most liked comment on our YouTube we will use in You Asked. Just so we're all clear, we'll do that. Thank you to everybody who has already started watching and listening and sending me messages that Aiden is wrong about tomatoes. I greatly appreciate all of you. And we'll see you next time on Who Asked.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye, guys.